Hello everyone, it's Passek, FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today we are going to tie a early season bloodworm pattern. A little bit Marabou Bloodworm. So fairly simple pattern, in my opinion, a must-have in your box. And this can also be hung under an indicator as a leech as well. So as a leech, I'll tie this on a more of a scud style hook. I'll give it that little bit of a bend, but for the chironomid or the bloodworm, this is what I do. So this is an Ahrex FW581 in a size 12. For the tail, I'm going to be using some red Hends Marabou. Oh, come on out. Just straight red here, or blood red, whatever color you want to call it. Okay, kind of looks kind of more pinky there, but it's not. It is red. And then for the body, I'm going to use a little bit of silver wire as a counter rib. It's only just to hold it together a bit. You won't really see it, so it doesn't matter which color. And then what I do is I take the Hends Spectra dubbing, the number 958 here, the one that's fairly empty there. It's just kind of a red. You see that now when I turn it that way, red, and I mix it with the Gleemy dubbing from Hends. This one here, the number 6. Number 6, the one that's got some missing there. So I mix that together, and this is what I get. Okay, pretty simple. And then going to be using some Hends nano thread in fluorescent red. And I've got I think it's a 332 flat black bead on it. This one is just a brass bead. If you've got tungsten, use tungsten. Don't have to. Just got to give it a few extra seconds to sink. That's all. So, okay. So put on my thread, and I'm going to take not a big, maybe 1.5 maybe widths of my fingers off of the plumage. Maybe. I don't want a ton as a tail. It's more almost of it's more for movement than it is anything else. So, and I want these little wispies, right? So I'm just going to measure that up about like that. And I'm going to cut that off. And all I'm going to add in is that little bit. Okay. Come back to about there. Go under and over and under and over like I always do. I got one little straggler there. There we go. Okay, now that's a little long, so I'm just going to take that and just give that a pinch off. And as you can see, I'm doing it in little stages, so it's random. That's about it. So, and if you're finding on the water that you're getting false hits, just snip a bit more off. But I like having it a little longer to start. So I'm just going to add in my silver rib here, red rib, black rib. I said you barely see it, so I usually use either a silver or a red. And then I'm just going to take my little bit of this dubbing mix I made. There's a couple of reasons I made this dubbing mix. I like the iridescence of the Gleemy. But I want a little bit more of the sparkle from the Spectra, right? So it's personal preference. Now, once I get there, I'm going to start really tightening that dubbing noodle up as I go, because I don't want a big body here. Now, you do, obviously, whatever you see here, it's going to be even thinner once it hits the water, right? Because it will thin out. But I also like just taking my scissors, and that's why these Renomed curved are excellent for, because I just get in there and I just just cut that off a little bit just to get it. I don't want it too spiky here. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a haircut here. Nothing major, just a bit of a haircut. Then I will counter wrap my wire, just 3-4 turns. Just to get that in there. Like I said, it's just to help hold it together. Okay, and then just give that a little bit of a whip finish. This one I fish under an indicator. Sometimes I'll fish it directly under a fast, like a sinking line as well, and do the hang in deeper water. But you want this one right at the bottom, within a few like maybe 6 inches, 8 inches from the bottom, and that is it. Super simple little pattern. Super simple. If you want to put one little piece of flash in the tail, put one piece. Don't go any more than that. You want this to look fairly natural, right? And when this gets wet, this will slick back a little bit, right? There. So super simple. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If you've subscribed, thank you very much. If not, please consider doing so. And I'll see you guys, if you guys are going to be around, I'll see you guys at the Denver Fly Fishing Show. I'll be there in the author's booth, in the Renomed booth as well, Renomed Scissors. So these guys here, I'll be in there. Oh, there we go. I'll be in their booth working it. I'll be in the author's booth as well. So come and talk to me. And I'll also be probably doing some stuff in the Destination Theater, some presentations. So, alrighty. And then in March, I'll be at the BC Outdoors show doing fly tying on the main stage. So you can come and see me there as well. And I'll be hanging out and stuff. So if you want to see me, just, make sure you come and find me there. Okay, tie lines, everyone.